My name is Damon Green. I am a local performance artist and dance educator here in the city of Chicago.
Were you born and raised here?
I was actually born and raised in Champaign-Urbana, which is about 2.5 hours south of here. I came here because I was trying to get out of Champaign. I was a city boy. I needed to be in a city, so destined for different greatness.
So how'd you start?
All through high school, I had been dancing. It was just like, I felt like that was my calling. But they always teased my mom that while she was pregnant with me, she would always go out dancing. So they say, your baby's gonna come out dancing. And it's kind of like what happened. So I've been dancing since I was like a wee bit. Mostly, urban styles and forms. So I grew up doing hip hop. Hip hop was my jam. When Chicago footwork became a big thing, I was really big into that. So I danced for a couple troupes here and there, but for the most part, I was still maintaining myself as like a freelance person.
So when you started, of course, you said your mom was a dancer, so it was like everybody supported you on your journey?
Yeah, I come from a very supportive, creative family. So my mom was all about, making sure that I fulfilled my dream and my destiny. So my mom was always like, go do this, go do this. She would send me like information on like local talent shows to participate in, or if the school was having a talent show, she always encouraged me to do that. Even as far as like holding space for others when I was trying to get like dance spaces going, different groups, she would definitely push me.
What's the biggest lesson you learned about yourself on this journey?
The biggest lesson, and a lot of people tell me not to admit it, is that I'm not much of a choreographer. I like the labor and challenge of executing others' works and ideas and concepts.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
that's like my big thing.
Biggest hurdle you had to get over?
The biggest hurdle, I would have to say, knowing that this career isn't as financially stable as we want it to be, and just coming to terms with that and saying, I'm going to do this for the love of it and for the passion of it, and not worry about the finances, and learn how to utilize utilize the resources that I have around me to fulfill my life and make my life full.
What are the sacrifices you had to make?
Oh. My sacrifices were mostly like if there were projects where I just took on as a voluntary thing for other artists, and knowing art, supporting art is the circle of money that we have. It's not a big pot in the grand scheme of things. So there are a lot of artists that I sacrifice my expertise and experience just for the vision of the other artists.
What has consistency taught you?
Consistency has taught me patience. I have become very patient, open, open to being naive to things, and just allowing myself to sit in space and absorb what I can when I can. But patience is the biggest takeaway.
What has been important to your art? Like, what is something you feel like you want people to see in it and all that?
It's not so much see is to feel or to conjure. I definitely want people to see my individuality and my representation and my presence as an artist.
What does success mean to you?
Success is growing your community and knowing people and seeing other people's truths and reality. That's success. So financially, that could be pushed aside, but like seeing us as artists and creatives in the world and like really acknowledging that, really acknowledging other people's like truth and reality.
What inspires you to keep going?
Us, the creative world.
What part you had to learn to love?
Myself.
You got me saying so many times. I can't. I be really trying to stay quiet, but yeah.
That's okay. I love like it's yeah. I'm speaking my experience. I'm speaking, there's a lot the world has taught us to not really love our being, love our spirits. And that was a very hard journey for me in and of itself, being a queer artist, being a black artist, and, being in a career that isn't really supported except for by other creatives. So I had to learn to love myself first and foremost before I could bring that into other spaces and allow others to see the love for themselves as well.
Expectations you needed to let go of?
My expectations that I need to... Well, I feel like there's others' expectations of me. Yeah, I needed to let others' expectations of me disappear.
What's your advice for like the next generation behind you and, do you have advice for them?
Oh gosh, I could just go into like depth about that. I just really feel the next generation should just not give up on you, not give up on your creativity, continue to love yourself, and first and foremost support and not question what you do, because your relevance is just as important as the next person's.
So, you have children, right?
I have two stepchildren, yes.
I've always wanted to ask this question to parents. What is it like seeing the version of you through your kids?
It's actually very fulfilling to see, like, I mean, I've also just always loved children. I love the idea of developing a kind, truthful, loving human. And so when I get to see those moments from my kids, like, that is a beautiful thing. Also allowing them to see them experience the world for themselves and not always be a voice of like discipline, but learning through experience. Because sometimes I feel like you need some kind of spiritual or mental scar to learn, and the parents can tell you everything, but you won't absorb it. We only absorb by something that actually like scars us in a way.
Do you believe in the Creator? Do you believe in God?
I believe in gods.
Okay.
I believe in spirits.
Okay.
I believe in the voice of our ancestors. I think our ancestors talk to us, and I believe in the traumas that they endured. We endure, and we're supposed to evolve and learn from them.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely.